So I'm a little concerned that the root beer bit is starting to get old. So I am gonna spice it up a little bit today. More fluid volume than I'm used to here, so we'll see how this goes. Surprisingly pleasant. Anyways, it is deadlift day, and I gotta take my sweatshirt off because I don't want to be that sweaty. Sorry to disappoint all the pervs, but I'm gonna wait till like it's a really big reveal to do the no shirt reveal. Because I was 258 this morning, which is freaking sweet, but all that really means is that I've got another like 13 to 20 pounds left, depending on how miserable I want to make the next couple of weeks. Anyways, only goal for today is to see if I can do a better job of staying over the bar. And all I'm doing so far is like just getting way more over the bar than I think I need to be. And I think it might be working so far. Yeah, we might be onto something. Okay, FAFO set. And I'm aware that last week I said that I probably need more sub-max building than max effort work for sumo, but FAFO set part 2. Wow. We might have to do more fucking around and more finding out. And nerves are creeping in a little bit here, but we still got a job to do. I think that was like the first time a sumo ever went how it's supposed to go, where it's like slow off the floor, then progressively faster towards lockout. So, yay. Definitely gonna make these difficult by controlling the eccentric because I do not want to have to go heavier than 4 plates today. Forgot to control the eccentric on the first one, I'm sorry. I think like what's lost in the conversation about mechanical tension and high RPEs and hypertrophy and all that crap is that there are some days when I really just don't want to lift all that heavy, and if I can get a decent stimulus out of still going lighter, I'm gonna take that decent stimulus out of going lighter because I don't want to lift heavy all the time. Maybe that makes me a pansy, but yeah. I'm strongly considering being a pansy for these two and putting on knee sleeves, but I thought it would be better off to not be a pansy multiple times today. But it feels so much fucking better than last week, so maybe we're onto something. We're on the squat bar, so this is 285 little bit more than last week's work set. Let's make it not terrible. Right now, this feels pretty not light. And I think I can do a better job of getting the bar situated, so might go up a little bit. And maybe I'm bullshitting myself here to make myself feel better, but it always astounds me how much more terrible things feel without knee sleeves on. But whatever, knees got work to do. Fighting for my freaking life there. Holy guacamole, but we are gonna build a front squat one way or another. Immediate reaction to being done front squats is like, yay, I'm done with the barbell stuff, onto accessories. And then I remember that my first accessory is a Nordic curl, and then the yay kind of goes away. So plan here, gonna do one set with the ball on one mat. That goes well. A set with the ball like mats flat, and then if that goes really well, set with out ball altogether. I gotta get the ball closer so I don't fucking blow a hamstring trying to get to it. We might be okay today. And it might be on today. And that might have been the hardest rep of anything I've ever done, but we are back to baseline. Now that I know what to expect, I might try one more. And now that Nordic's out of the way, I'm kind of starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but then I remember I still gotta fucking do chin-ups, so yeah. And I'm praying that being light helps out today. We might be okay today. I don't know why I just thought about this, but the hardest part of doing these vlogs is every time I stop to talk to the camera, I want to start the sentence with like an and to build off the last one. Then I have to just like chop out 45 ands per video. And I know you're probably thinking that there's already a lot of ands in here, but trust me, there would be more if I wasn't getting rid of them. And in hindsight, I should have looked at my book at home or watched last week's vlog because I forget how many reps I need to beat, but I don't know if it really matters. I'm just gonna try to send it as hard as I can on this last set. I lost count, but I hope that was pretty okay, even if they were cheaty. Thinking with the chins that what I probably need to do is tone the ego down a little bit, do a hard reset on reps, maybe add a little bit load, and then build back out, because based on how hard last week was and how hard this week was, it might be difficult to find too much more progress there. Maybe I'm just being pessimistic, but I think, yeah, I'll do a reset. And I have been doing these wide, but the narrow handles on here, so fuck it, too lazy to change it. And I think I've learned my lesson on flying too close to the sun enough times today, so just grab the cute pink kettlebell and we'll try to get some good reps. Great call for the day. So, not stoked that last week's deadlift was 4 pounds heavier than this week's deadlift. Am stoked that this week's deadlift was much better than last week's deadlift's execution for being as close to the same weight. And obviously I want heavier, but I'm very okay with better, because better is going to lead to heavier in the future, and future PRs are what matters. And I think the biggest thing that I need to remember right now is exactly what I just said, because there was more than one occasion today where I was getting a little bit ahead of myself in my decision making and kind of sacrificing the future for a shot at doing cool things today. And right now, I don't care how training looks. I need to not care how training looks. I need to care about how I'm setting myself up for when this meet prep actually starts. So I think today was a good kick in the balls to remind myself to stay in the pocket and build rather than being a dumbass. So guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you want a more in-depth look at the powerlifting, coaching, lifting process, hop on to the Team Activated group on School. And like, the whole reason that I made the community was that I want to make lifting a better place. And the big motivation behind that is I'm not super happy with how powerlifting coaching looks right now as a whole. Like, obviously there are a lot of fantastic coaches, but what I'm trying to do with the team is provide a better value to lifters who are on the fence about coaching or are more interested in coaching themselves than they would get if they just went with someone that does the cookie cutter template bullshit. And then for the coaches that actually are doing a good job, I want it to be a place where they can bounce ideas off of each other and get help from each other and get help from me, and like me get help from them, so we can all get better and learn to do better and just make everything freaking way cooler powerlifting coaching. Because I am not someone who's like, oh, online coaching is bullshit, it's terrible, it can't be done. I'm someone who's highly optimistic on online coaching, and I think that the coaches that I've seen that do a good job of it make me really freaking hopeful, and I want to just bring the whole coaching community up as a whole. So if you guys want to get in there, if you're a lifter, you will be able to get help. If you're a coach, you will get help learning how to learn things better. That didn't make sense, but I'm hungry right now, so forgive me. Anyways, guys, hop on if you want to. Don't if you don't. Peace out. Have a good night.